Hi guys, I hope that you're very well. It's Sylvana here and I am back for a new video on the Jewels and Gems YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we'll do what we do at the beginning of every new week. We'll do a beautiful pick a card spread for you for the week ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna use my Moonology deck right now. So if you guys are ready to join me for a reading, that would be amazing. We're going to talk about what is it for you to focus on this coming week. You know, the energy that maybe you need more of, or what should be your main focus. What do you need to work on? What should be your priority for this week ahead? That's what we're going to talk about. And as I'm shuffling the cards, I would love it if you could please join me to take a deep, deep, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do another one just because it feels so nice. Let's do another one. Wonderful. And now you can start asking yourself, how do you feel? How do I feel? What energy am I in at the moment? What, you know, what should be my focus this week? You know, start reflecting on all those topics. And then what I would love you to do then is pick a number between 1 and 6. Of course, you can pick more than one card if that feels right for you. And if you're not happy with what you picked, if it doesn't resonate with you, for example, you're always welcome to change it, because nothing is set in stone. Perfect. We have the power. We can change everything. So perfect. Let's get started, guys. So if you have picked card number 1, this is your message for the week ahead. New moon in Capricorn. So yes, your hard work is paying off. So what does that mean if we were to look into it a little bit deeper? Well, the new moon in Capricorn is here to symbolize a new beginning, and an actual new beginning. You know, Capricorn is a sign that's all about moving forward, always trying to get up that ladder and really reaching that next step all the time. Getting to the top of that mountain. It's about really utilizing that new moon energy, which already in itself represents new beginnings, but you're pushing that even more so because here you really have the power of what Capricorn symbolizes. So it's actually making all these things happen. It's making those moves happen. So that means, you know, there could be some new beginnings in terms of your career, maybe at your job, maybe, you know, there could be something new happening, a new job opportunity, something might happen. And it's all about, you know, embodying that Capricorn energy. That's kind of what you need to do for this week ahead. So what does that mean? You need to embody that ambitious inner leader. It's about, you know, being clear with what is it that you truly want to achieve. You know, like creating a proper plan. It's about grounding your energy in the present moment to make sure that you're ready for what's going to come. And that also means obviously setting up a good discipline. It's about being resilient. It's about, you know, but at the same time also going with the flow, because there's something that can come sometimes with Capricorn energy. It's overall rigidity. It's a tricky one to say. You know, you don't want to be rigid. You want to go with the flow, and you know, remember that there's as much things that as you can control. You can't control everything. It's just not how life works. You know, otherwise things would be very different to what they are now. So really remind yourself that yeah, you just keep getting up up that mountain, you know, reach the top. Work on it. You've been doing so well. You're getting there. You're very close. As you can see, your work is paying off. So you're getting there. Just keep keep working with it. You know, Capricorn energy is also about that slow but steady pace. It's about, you know, starting from scratch but achieving amazing results. Why? Because you're being consistent every single day with what you're doing. It's not about stopping and starting and stopping and starting, like, for example, other signs would be more so known for. Capricorn is really that, you know, that slow and steady race, but that will win no matter what. Then if you have picked number 2, this is your message for the week ahead, guys. So we've got the new moon in Libra. So what does that mean? So the new moon in Libra, you know, it's, of course, as it says here, a new romantic cycle begins. So there could be potentially, you might have been thinking about someone lately. Maybe you're asking yourself, is that person the right one? You know, someone that you might be wondering, is that my soulmate? Is that person right for me, etc.? Well, here the new moon in Libra is kind of here to say that, yeah, that person could be the right fit. You just have to dive deeper into it, but definitely it's positive. But also you have to remind yourself that it's so important to get away a little bit of that overall Libra energy, which sometimes can be, you know, indecisiveness. Libras are very indecisive, and I know what I'm talking about. My moon is in Libra. And you know, indecisiveness is a difficult one, and the thing is about reminding yourself that an overall air energy, you know, which is all about, I mean, you also have Gemini and Aquarius that are in Libra. So what does that mean? Well, you know, they tend to think a lot, they tend to talk a lot. It's that very airy energy, but the problem for Libra is that sometimes it can lead to too much thinking and not enough feeling. So you want to trust your emotions just a little bit more and not really, don't, you know, listen a little bit more to your heart and a bit less to your mind, and you'll be on the right path. You know, might have to make a compromise at some stage about something, or maybe it could be a sign that it's time for you to reach out to someone out there. Maybe that's how you can understand this new moon in Libra card. It's time to reach out. Maybe it's time to team up. Maybe it's time to connect with other people around you in your life. That could be any type of relationship. It does not have to be romantic. Here it just happens to say that, but I just want to be clear. Libra is not just about romantic relationships. It's about all types of relationships. It's about finding comfort in those relationships and using them as a, you know, as something to bring you a lot of balance and positivity in your life. And yeah, just remind yourself, you know, during this time, try not to be too selfish. Don't let your ego overtake everything. You know, focus as well on the other person, focus on the other people as well, and open yourself to how they feel, what they think, and you know, see if they could be a new beginning, a restart, a reset in areas that are ruled by Libra, maybe in your life, such as obviously relationships, you know, all those elements, justice, anything related to legal matters. All those elements are strongly connected to Libra. Next, so card number 3. So if you have picked card number 3, this is your message for the week ahead. So we've got here the beautiful gibbous moon. So the gibbous moon, it's not the full moon. It does look full, but you can see there's that tiny little area here of the moon that's not yet exposed. A gibbous moon is just that final phase prior to the moon becoming full and then becoming a full moon. So that's just that last final step before reaching that final moment. And what it says here, it says you're very close to achieving your goal. So that means that, you know, you're on the right path. Obviously, now could be the right time for you this week, maybe to review some of your plans, reconsider some of your goals, checking everything to make sure you're aware of how it's going, of how it's working, maybe reassessing the situation, reassessing certain things that you're working towards, making sure that it's all good for you, that you're clear as to what it is that you're really that you really need to work on, that, you know, to progress, and just, you know, keep the momentum going. You know, the gibbous moon would never be the full moon if it just stopped and then went backward. It doesn't work like that. The gibbous moon has to do that final work to reach that beautiful state of being full and becoming a full moon. It's the same here for you. You can use that analogy yourself. You have to really keep the momentum going, keep that focus going to get to where you need to be, and just, you know, at the same time, don't overdo it. You don't want to burn out either, but just, you know, take your time, but stay focused on your mission. And just, you know, open yourself to new opportunities. It could also mean that something new, something potentially new, positive, could come at some stage towards you very soon. So open yourself, do your best, keep the momentum going to make sure that any of those positive opportunities that can come to you do actually come to you. Then we have the next card is going to be card number 4. So if you have picked this number, this is your message for the week ahead. So here we have, funny enough, that now that we've just been through the full moon in Libra, we got the card, the full moon in Libra. How interesting. That means the full moon in Libra must have been particularly powerful for you. Whoever has picked number 4, I would say it has a particular meaning for you. Very strong. So the full moon in Libra, as it says, a win-win outcome is forecast. So, you know, as we said earlier, Libra is all about balance. It's about fairness. It's about justice. And the other thing as well is that this card here is saying that maybe right now it's very important that you embody what Libra truly needs, you know. To be complete is really be decisive. You need to be decisive, and maybe now is the time, or maybe you have been requested to take a drastic or a very important decision. You maybe are in a phase where, rather than focusing on your relationships, as we've said with the new moon in Libra card, which is number 2, maybe for you the focus should more so be the idea of stepping away from those relationships for a moment and take the time to recenter your focus and your priorities on yourself. That maybe this is the area where you're more susceptible to actually find balance and growth and healing. And, you know, that means what you need to do. Maybe for you now is the time to look after yourself more. Maybe you need to nurture yourself more. Maybe you need to embrace more of, you know, more self-love, self-awareness, you know, in energy, self-acceptance. You know, let go of that which is falling away. That is another thing too, you know. And try to balance your desires and what you aspire to achieve, and what your goals are, what your wishes are, and those with the people that are in your life, because maybe that could be an area that lately could have caused a bit of difficulties. And maybe you need to reevaluate how your ambitions and how your desires align with them. And you know, because it all matters at the end of the day, you know, as much as yours matter, you know, the ones of your partner matter too, the ones of your kids, the ones of your family, your parents, everybody. They all matter, and it's important to keep that in mind and just to reflect on it all and see how can it all coexist together, you know. And, you know, not to be in a frame of mind where we are just purely focused on our own selves, because that is just not the way it should be. I mean, you should focus on yourself. You absolutely should, you know, like you need to empower yourself and bring yourself to being the best version of yourself, but at the same time, the people in your life also matter too. So it's all about finding that balance, which is all about what Libra is about, and maybe that should be your focus for this week. Next card is going to be card number 5. So if you have picked number 5, this is your message for the week ahead. So here we've got the full moon in Pisces. So what does that mean? Full moon in Pisces is a beautiful energy. It says here balance, spirituality, and practicality. And that is an area, for example, that is very strong with Pisces. Maybe that should be your focus this week. It's about being more realistic, maybe less romantic, because Pisces tend to be very romantic people. They love to romanticize everything in their life. And maybe it's time to really have that reality check and just reminding yourself of, okay, well, yeah, that's fine, but you have to be realistic with what's going on, but at the same time, you have to embody what Pisces is all about. Maybe for you, you have been having difficulties to listen to your gut lately. Maybe you find it hard to listen to your intuition, and you'd rather listen to your brain because you find some form of safety or comfort in that, which is wrong, because you need to listen to your heart. That's where the deepest wisdom comes from. That's where the purest emotions, codes, and information will come from. And pay attention to what's going on around you in a beautiful way. Move at a beautiful, slow pace towards what you aspire to do. And maybe for you, if I was to give you one example of what you should do next week, is meditation. Maybe what you need to do, and I think that would be a lovely idea for you guys if you have picked the full moon in Pisces card. I would strongly recommend this week, every single day, I would love it if you could meditate. It doesn't have to be long. It can even be 5-10 minutes. If you can't do more than that, that's perfect. It can even be 3 minutes, whatever works. Just try to meditate every day for the next week and see by the end of the week, do you feel any different? And how do you feel? Ask yourself that question. How do I feel after having meditated for 7 days straight every day? And see how you feel. That would be a great exercise. And let me know how that works for you. And last but not least, this is card number 6. So if you have picked number 6, this is your message for the week ahead. So here we've got the beautiful first quarter moon. So what is the message here? Your commitment is being tested. So, it kind of speaks for itself, but if I was to go a little bit deeper into the meaning of this card, I would say, first quarter moon, it's kind of that sense that you have to keep being focused. You have to remain confident, and maybe you have to reevaluate your commitments. Maybe you haven't been committed enough in your wishes and your desires lately, and you have to remind yourself that you will get there. It's all a work in progress, but you will achieve it. You have to believe in yourself. Maybe that's what you've been lacking in this week, that sense of believing in yourself. It's that sense of self-worth, that you can actually do it, that you can achieve it. You have to also believe in your truth, and you have to believe in what is your truth. What represents your truth? What is your deepest truth? And you have to believe in that too. You have to believe in that vision. You have to believe in what it represents. Because if nobody believes in it, then it's game over. If there's one person that needs to believe in it more than anyone, it's yourself, because you're doing all this work for yourself. And just keep believing in those dreams. Keep believing and trusting that truth and yourself and your gut feeling. And I would say stay strong during that process. And and learn, use those difficult times, if any, use those difficult times that you're currently going through as a learning curve, as a stepping stone for you to be able to move forward. Take that as a test, or take that as a way to see if you're capable And you know, take that as a test. Maybe not so if you're capable, but take it as a test that, you know, are you, you know, are you really willing to go for it? That's more so the test I think you could see it as, is are you truly that, you know, passionate about it? Is it something that really means that much to you? And if it does, then, you know, now is the time to prove it, because obviously you are at that stage of the process where, you know, it's either you're going to believe in it and then you will win, or if you lose belief now, then unfortunately it's game over. So, you know, there's no in between here. It's going to be either one or the other. So kind of as it says here by the first quarter moon card, it's your commitment is being tested. Now is the time to prove yourself. Now is the time to prove yourself. So take that chance during this week to really focus on, you know, building up and believing in that vision that you have. And, you know, stay confident. You absolutely are worthy of it. You are capable. You have the strength. You just have to unlock it. That's it. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this pick card reading for the week ahead. Please let me know in the comment section below which cards or cards did you pick. I would love to hear from you guys, and how did the message resonate with you. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It shows me that you're enjoying this type of content. It gives me an idea of what to do next. And thank you very, very much. I wish you all a beautiful week, and filled with good energy. And thank you so much. I will be talking to you soon.